Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. In this video, we're going to be discussing 4 ETFs that I added to my portfolio, and I want to talk to you about why I added them today. Of course, I value your time, so we're going to jump right into it. First ETF off the bat here is through this company called REX, R-E-X. I don't know if you've ever heard of them before, but they run some very popular ETFs out in the market. I opened a position in it a while ago here, and we can see my total return already is just a bit negative on here. And basically what this is, these are covered call ETFs. We can see they are pretty new here on the inception date of only May 27th, 2025. And as of this recording, it is June 13th. So we can see not too far into the life of these ETFs, but so far they have been pretty interesting to watch as they are trading currently. So I didn't have too much capital put into this. I only own 7 shares here. The interesting thing about this that I wanted to bring up to you was while also aiming for 105 to 150% of NVIDIA's daily share price performance. I think that's fascinating to watch. And this company has also brought out several other ETFs that are exactly the same on some big companies. And I'll show you them in just a moment. But I think that's an interesting take. I have not seen any ETFs do this. And on top of that, this is a weekly paying ETF. And it seems from my understanding that it is on Wednesdays, but we will see as we go into the new week here. This is NVIDIA's, but not too much information on it as it is so new. But we can see since inception, that is what the return has been so far. So let's jump into the next one right now. The next position I opened up is their Tesla covered call ETF. Again, this is still aiming to produce 105 to 150% of Tesla's daily share price performance. I still like to see that. And again, the inception date is actually a little newer than the other one on June 3rd, 2025. We can see there is actually no information regarding this, but these are interesting ETFs to watch as I'm curious to see how they perform in the long term. And one more thing to note about these are all leveraged ETFs. If you are unsure of what leveraged ETFs are here, this is a quick explanation of it. What is a 2x and then what is a 3x? I'll let you go over that and research that on your own. These are all leveraged ETFs. Let's jump on to the next ETF right now. The next one through REX is their MSTR covered call. If you are unfamiliar, it is MicroStrategy, and that is a very volatile stock. You can see it is listed right here, MSTR, and I'm sure they are going to be rebranding it here, I'm sure, to Strategy, because they did update their company's name. They aim to deliver 105 to 150% of their daily price performance. I like to see that, and actually this one is actually been appreciating just a tad right here because of that volatility. We can see year to date they actually haven't done too much because they just got listed there on June 3rd, 2025, similar to the previous ETF. We can see some of their information here down there, and we can see the number of holdings is 7. And then of course it is so new, there is still no price performance on that. And then let's jump on to the last one right now. The final ETF I opened a position on here is again through REX. It's the covered call ETF on Coinbase. If you are unfamiliar with Coinbase it is the crypto trading platform. It is the Robinhood of crypto, if you want to think of it that way. And again, it is still aiming to produce 105 to 150%. And the inception date again is just like the other ones on June 3rd, 2025. And we can see where this has been going so far. It started at $25.12 and it has gone down just a tad. We can see where the information is here, of course, and then there is still no price performance on that. But we can see the number of ETFs this company is starting to roll out is nice to see. It's competing directly basically with the Yield Max ETFs, and I'm sure you remember MSTR, which is their Misty ETF that is highly competitive and produces quite high yields. Let me know if you have any more questions about these, and I want to talk more about it because these I think are particularly interesting that they are paying on Wednesday. The final thing here is let's jump onto the company's website just so you guys can get an overview of this, and we will go from there. Now that we are on the website of REX shares, here is exactly what they are bringing to market. Like I had told you, they are so new, there is still no 30-day yield on them, so that is to be determined, but it's nice to see that they are weekly paying. Of course, they are through Coinbase, MSTR, NVIDIA, and Tesla. Those are the main ones here, and I'll let you go ahead and pause this if you would like to read it, and then of course we can come down here to the bottom and see its balance and growth and what they are doing. And basically, from my understanding, they are generating covered call strategies, and then of course you have an uncapped upside potential. It's nice to see that. It's a unique ETF on how they are putting it together. There is a lot of information, and I am still learning about ETFs and all of these new strategies. It's very fascinating. fascinating. I will leave links to this website down below so you can read more about it. But overall, I like the company. They're actually based out of Miami, Florida, and they run some of my favorite ETFs. Let me know if you have any more questions. Please drop it down below. As always, thanks for supporting the channel, and I'll see you in the next video.